Well, good afternoon, my friends, and happy Sunday, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 10. I hope you're all doing well. We are going to be quilting this afternoon, and I'm so happy about it. The time has finally come to quilt my bear paw quilt. The weather is so much more, I was going to say palatable, but is that the right word? No, we're not eating the weather. It's a lot more comfortable today. It's still quite warm, quite humid, but nowhere near like the oven it was yesterday and the day before. So we're going to get the sewing machine all ready. I have a pretty good idea how I'm going to quilt. Of course, this is just going to be straight line quilting because that's what I love to do. But I think I'm going to do like 3 lines together on the diagonal. So it's going to be like a crisscrossy type thing. And yeah, I think that will really suit the style of the quilt. I think I can see it in my mind. So now I'm just going to get my sewing machine all ready. I'm not going to change the needle. I think it's still pretty good. I'll possibly change it after I finish quilting. I'm just going to pop the walking foot on. I've got to fill the bobbin up with the green thread that I showed you from yesterday. Thread the machine and yeah, change a couple of different settings and we'll be ready to go. Happy days indeed. There we go, that one's good. Green thread for the bobbin and then this one for the top. So for this quilt, I'm actually not going to be like sewing freehand kind of thing. Like I'm just not going to sit there and just quilt and hope for the best. I'm actually going to mark the quilt top with some lines that I can follow while I'm quilting. And to do that, I am using this tool here. This is called a clover hair marker. And it's just got like this kind of flat edge to it here, and it just marks lines that can be easily ironed away on the quilt top. And I just find it a really easy way to mark lines instead of using like a marking pen or chalk or anything like that. So I use this and a long ruler and I just mark lines where I want the quilting lines to be, and then I just sit on the machine and follow them. It also gives me a good indication of how the actual quilting lines will look and whether it's actually going to work. I think we should be okay with this one. Where's that line there? I'm hoping my idea that I got in my head will work, that it will look decent, you know. I'm essentially kind of just making like a really simple grid pattern. I think that's what I've created. Is that going to be too much? I'm not sure. Let me think on this. Okay, my friends, I have completely changed my mind on how I'm going to quilt it. I'm not going to do diagonal lines anymore. I don't think what I had in mind was really going to work overall, so I'm doing something completely different now. And I think by doing that, the end result will look more like what I want it to look like, if you know what I mean. So I'm not going to do diagonal, I'm just going to do straight line quilting, and I'm actually going to be stitching in the ditch. I haven't done stitching in the ditch. Stitchy in the ditchy is how I like to call it. Stitchy in the ditchy. I haven't done that in a while on a quilt. I think that's the better way to go because the quilt top is already so like busy and chaotic. I don't want to add to it with crisscrossy lines that you can see. So yeah, we're gonna stitchy in the ditchy. I think that will result in the sort of plaid kind of look I want to achieve. Yeah, so I think that will work. And I also think it will make me get the quilting done quicker because I can now just go like hell for leather without really thinking about it and just quilt my little life away. I'll pop these away now because I don't need them. Okay, my friends, it's time to do some quilting. Just get myself all comfortable here. We'll get some good music blaring in the ears. I feel like we can listen to a little bit of jazz today. Maybe some Christmas jazz. I've got a Christmas cocktail jazz playlist happening. Quilting gloves on. Let's go. Okay, my friends, happy news. I have finished the quilting. I just sat and I just boshed it out, you know. I just got it done. I made up for all of the time that I didn't do it over the last couple of days. Although in saying that, I have done very simple lines, and it's a very simple sort of pattern that I've done, which one didn't really take that long, and two, this is quite a small quilt, so it's a lot easier when it's smaller. Things get done quicker, and yeah, you just feel so accomplished once it's done because you just got it done so quickly. And you quilters out there, I think, will appreciate this. I quilted this using only one bobbin. I didn't have to change the bobbin at all, and I'm quite curious to know how much is left on the bobbin, just to sort of see how far we kind of came to the end. This is quite a full bobbin, and yeah, we're almost at the end. I wonder if it'll focus. There we go, that's how much bobbin we had left. That was full, so lucky me. I think that's winning the quilting jackpot, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a quick press because it is quite crinkled, because I've just been scrunching it up and quilting it through the machine. And then I'll show you just the really subtle design that I've chosen. You can't really see the design on the front, and that's kind of what I wanted. As I mentioned, the front of the quilt is really quite chaotic and intense, and I didn't really want to add to it, but you can really see the design on the back because I used that green thread, and it just looks really nice. Very happy. It's just very simple and very effective. So I've just pressed the quilt and I've just turned it over to show you the quilting that I've just done. This is the kind of design that I've done. It's almost like a plaid type pattern. So I just did 3 lines down the center of the block and then 3 lines down the opposite center, just to make a really nice sort of plaid type design. And I really like how that sort of foresty green kind of really contrasts with the brown. I mean, you can see just how wonky my lines are, but you know, it is what it is. I just think the lines work really well with all of the lines that are in the blocks. I really just wanted to have that kind of big negative space in between the blocks, just to have a little bit of a rest for the eye. And this is what it looks like on the front. You can just see my little lines where I've stitched in the ditch. Stitchy in the ditchy. I do like that it's not perfect. You can sort of see some of the lines poking through, but I mean, that's just the nature of this type of quilting and the way that the units are lying, but I'm really happy with it. It's just sort of added just another sort of texture, but not sort of making the top look too intense and messy, so I'm really happy with that. Okay, well, I am very satisfied with what we've got done today. I'm not going to do the binding today because it's late. I've got a headache and I want to go to bed. Luckily for us though, I should be able to get the binding done pretty quickly because pre-made binding came in the advent calendar. Claire's already done all of the hard work for me, so thank you very much. I was a little worried that there might not be enough, but I've just read the little note that comes with the binding, and there's about 7.3 or 8 yards of binding here, and I only need about 5 meters to do the whole edge of the quilt. So I have plenty of binding, so I don't have to worry about that. It's here and ready to go for tomorrow, so we should get that done pretty quickly, and I will possibly end up machine binding the whole thing just because I'm pressed on time. I'm already sort of like a couple of days behind schedule for Vlogmas because of all the hot days. I do have some really fun Christmassy themed videos coming. Hopefully some of them will happen this week, but yeah, I want to get this quilt finished first, so we'll do machine binding because it's nice and quick, and then we'll put the label on and the quilt will be finished. Happy days indeed. So let's get the advent calendar out and we'll see what delicious tea we have for day 10. Okay, let's have a look and see what we have for day 10. I've spotted it straight away. I might have to move you instead of moving the actual advent calendar. This one's a little bit tricky today. Oh gosh, this calendar is so awkward. Is it the calendar that's awkward or is it just me? I don't know. Okay, alright. Now you can't see me. Okay, 10. 10 is here and it says stretch. I am here. I'm behind the door. Let's open number 10, and I'm doing this all through the viewfinder because I can't see. Where is the door? There it is. Oops. Oh, I ripped it. Goodness sake. I can't. Why am I so awkward? Okay. Open. We got it. Orange. I wonder. Right, let's get rid of that. So today's tea says, tea will warm your soul from the inside out. And it's a herbal tea, and it's a turmeric ginger ninja. That sounds like fun. Busting with good stuff thanks to the carrot and ginger. We've given this wholesome herbal a hit of power-packed turmeric. It's a supercharged organic wonder sip loaded with sweet, earthy tones. It's got carrot, ginger, licorice root, roasted chicory root, beetroot, turmeric, and black pepper. Ooh, it's going to be a little bit spicy on the tongue, but it does have licorice in it again. I think this would be a really good one to drink when you're feeling like a little bit under the weather, like you feel a cold coming on or something. We'll add it to the tin. Look, our tin's looking so colourful. I love it. Okay, my friends, that will do it for today. I need to go have a Nurofen and go to bed because the headache right here over my eye, and it's not fun. I'm thinking maybe it's from the heat. I don't know. I've been drinking plenty of water, so I don't know. But anyway, I need to go to bed. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you all again tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 11. Bye bye.